Welcome back to the Kamen Reviews. I'm Kuchiri with Frez, Kat, and Kris, and it's been a while, guys. How's everyone been?
Tired.
I've been vibing.
It's been a bit since we recorded the last podcast about the end of 01, which just makes sense, Gave us some time to recover after that ending to talk about this hour's worth of action and drama with this movie.
But of course, since you at home are listening to this, where it's been about a week or two since the end of 01 podcast, I guess you could say that your experience and ours is sort of in real time.
How do you eject somebody else from this thing?
Arito Janito!
That isn't among us.
Damn it. Where's the airlock?
Anyway, we start the movie quite literally with a countdown happening.
Okay, this is an interesting aspect. Okay, so the conceit of this is that the bad guy is going to end the world in 60 minutes, and we got to stop him. And so we've got this countdown, and it's counting down in real time. And, every so often we'll cut and do an establishing shot, and you'll see a thing pop up, and it's like 37 minutes remaining, 22 seconds. Click, click, click. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's a neat idea. I don't really know if it works that well. Like, there are medias that have done this,
Yeah, 24 comes to mind, stuff like that.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah, that was a little more than that,
But we start out literally with the big fight between 02 and Kamen Rider Eden, who we met at the end of the series. And it's all glow in the dark, and God, it looks awesome.
It looks like the 1990s turned into a Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
We all seen that bedroom. With the black light and stuff. But
in 60 minutes, I'm going to stop the world unless you can beat me in laser tag.
It's Nerf or nothing, bitch.
Don't get lost in that random Chuck E. Cheese hallway that goes nowhere, but is cool because it's all black light.
good lord. Okay, so
obviously, how much time has passed between the end of 01 and this film, Kuchiri?
So this movie was supposed to come out before the end of 01, but got delayed because,
that thing that happened in 2020.
That thing that happened. This came out a few months after the show, though.
Okay. I mean, timeline of the show's universe. How long?
I think it's like a year.
Yeah.
Enough time for them to create a Humagear C, because that's one of the first bits of info we get after the opening is this is an autonomous Humagear C.
Which is wild because there are hardly any Humagears in this movie. Like, there's...
Well, you say
there'll
that.
be more Humagears later in a certain scene.
Yes, I know. But,
I see what you're talking about.
It's like, I was watching this movie, and for the first half, I was like, is this supposed to be a 01 movie? What does this have to do with, Humagears and AI? It's just...
Well,
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, There's a line. Yaba asks Izu, how does the evacuation process go? And Izu says everyone's evacuated.
I guess.
Cool.
But
their budget was gone.
01. It's the show about Humagears and AI rights. What are you?
How many times did you see people standing next to each other without face masks on?
Well, put some headphones on them or something.
You could tell this was filmed in the strictest part of the pandemic because you rarely get two actors interacting in the same scene alongside each other.
At the same time, I do say that, but it does get into, stuff about AI and technology. But it does kind of go on the back burner, but it does have a bit of a focus that works in the end. But just at the beginning, it appears for all the world as if a doomsday cult has popped up out of fucking nowhere.
Not only a doomsday cult, a Kamen Rider doomsday cult.
Yeah.
Doomsday cult.
I think
Kamen
there'd be
Rider
more
the
of that.
Doomsday cult.
God damn it, Kris. I love you so much.
But so basically, after the intro, it cuts back time, and you see S is giving a message to everyone saying that he is going to create paradise, and in 1 hour, paradise is made, and he is basically attacking the entire world. We're getting
And then as soon as paradise is made, somebody comes in and paves it and makes a parking lot.
Okay, I like the scope of this. I think this is the first time that 01 has really attempted, oh my god, it's happening worldwide. Like even the crossover movie with what's his face?
Geo.
Yeah, even that was just like, the Humagears have overthrown humanity, but like it just sort of focused on the same little suburb in Japan. But this actually feels global, and all they really needed was some cheap SFX shots of Australia on fire.
Oh, and the random British newscaster speaking in English.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And because there's so many of them, I'm going to continue to share my screen until somebody else needs to share this thing.
Well, I don't need it, so.
Go for
All
it.
right.
Let's do this.
Don't break.
So,
Don't break.
Kris has been busy.
I have been busy.
Oh, hey. It's
All right.
Mini infinite mirror.
Yeah, let's put that screen down there, Kris, so that we don't get an infinite
Oh,
mirror.
it's the infinite mirror. The mirror is mirroring. I'm happy. I also love that your folder for these is named fucking Kamen Rider meme bait.
Yes. All right. So, within the beginning of the first several minutes, we're introduced to the cultists. We have Heel Turn and Misa. And then we have Japanese Machete and Kyoya from Orin High School Host Club.
Let's play the game we get in every other Kamen Rider movie is guess who the wrestler is. I know a couple friends of ours will be really good at this, but
I know who it is. I know exactly who the wrestler is in this. It's the chick.
Unironically, that's my guess.
No.
Well, quite obviously, it's the Kyoya looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yes, here's
the name of
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the destruction and devastation. I'm laughing at the file name. Oh no, not Texas, not PNG.
We have to explain it. We have to explain this joke.
Do we really?
Yes.
it's
Our
deepest
good
lore.
friend, our good friend, Rainiac. He's from the UK, but we have an ongoing joke that he's from Texas instead. And so, yes, while this damage is happening in the UK, we are calling the UK Texas here. What's up, Frez?
Actually, Kat, don't you have audio proof of this incontrovertible fact?
I was born in the United States of America.
Yep.
You see?
Rainiac.
Prove it.
2024 immediately.
In like a month or two, Rainiac's going to finally get to this one, and we're just going to get a text from him that says, "God damn it!"
Hopefully.
Rainiac watches this podcast?
No, he
hope
definitely
so.
watches this podcast.
Right, Rain?
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Right?
Rain, where'd you go?
Anyway, well, what
Let's
we're
go,
going to
Mets.
do,
Love the Mets.
these are the cultists, they transform into a Kamen Rider called Kamen Rider Abaddon, which
You mean Abaddon?
Abaddon, tomato.
They're going to
Anyway.
gimme that Man After Midnight, I swear.
I wish they would have just called them Kamen Rider Legion, because I think that would have been better, but I get the reference with Abaddon as
It's
well.
just symbolism, baby.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny because Easter was last weekend, and people posted a lot of pictures of Japanese anime where people were on crosses, and basically They basically do that because of Ultraman.
Well, not even just that. I mean, they did that a lot in old 70s Kamen Rider and Super Sentai.
Because they did it in Ultraman.
Anyway, but I love how this movie, like, they do the establishing shots and they have, like, same time, this location. Same time, and then it cuts to Jin and Hirobi. Same time, certain location in the city. How helpful.
They're just standing on some random building looking out and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
wow, shit's fucked. Let's do something about it.
Chris, as a side tangent, we're getting you a second monitor. Just saying.
Yeah, I need one.
Yeah.
I could, in theory, get one, but like I don't have the money right now.
Eventually.
Opening up a GoFundMe.
Nobody
we
ever
have revenue
funds
on this
those.
podcast.
Good God.
If you would
Anyway.
like to donate to the Chris desperately needs a second monitor so she'll stop doing this bullshit fund,
Yeah,
I have nothing to do for you. But
So-
before we get to that point, there are some things I would like to say, and I think Frez would also like to say some shit.
I just want
Yes.
to say the shit that Chris is showing right now was the coolest fucking shit. And I want to reiterate, this movie is full of moments that are just like jaw-dropping, holy shit, Toku action. Oh my fucking God, this movie rules.
They're pretty fucking good. I
Yeah.
have one issue with this.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the entire beginning of it, minus the battle. Like, I get it. I'm going to say I get it. COVID happened. It fucked up a lot of shit. I'm going to say that I get it. It's a movie. I wish we had more introduction to the characters. Like, I don't even think that the 4 people who were his right hand people had any fucking names.
They do.
It's like we had to give them names. Like they were just nameless, almost faceless people. It's like the only reason that they were slightly special is because they were given personalities, and that kind of annoys me a little bit.
And they also got shoulder pads, different colors. What's up, Chris?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that the critique does stick, but there also is kind of a weird read you can do as to why these are nameless, faceless people. Dare I say they're anonymous?
Yeah. There's that parallel too.
But they're not anonymous.
guess.
They are the red one's Biru, the girl's Muwa, the nerdy one is Lugo, and the wrestler is Buga.
It's
Booga.
real nice that they actually put that in the fucking movie so that we can
did.
recognize the
There's-
name.
They didn't name them, but there's a scene where all 4 of their pictures come up with their names underneath them.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
using
They didn't
anonymous as a
translate
double
that for us.
meaning.
Yeah, I know,
Unfortunately.
because they're doomsday hackers and all that stuff. Anyway,
Yeah,
I gotta
we'll
love
get
this
into that.
first fight.
No, it's
Like,
like I get that. I
you know-
just wish that we had more introduction to them before we just get into, hey, here's this whole ass doomsday cult that has, thousands of members, as we see in a shot later, and they just sort of managed to come together without anybody fucking noticing and everything.
Yeah, I kind of, it's strange credulity for me too in that way. It's like, oh wow, so while 01 was happening, just this entire fucking thing was going on behind the scenes. It's a retcon. You kind of gotta, swallow the pill with some water there at that point.
Yeah, and it's like the rest of the movie, it managed to make me do that. It was just such an awesome movie that, I was able to sort of put it on the back burner. But it's still something that kind of irritates me just because, like, we have these scenes where, the chick is confronting Yua and she's like, we're special and everything. It's like, okay, how? What makes you're like not any stronger than any of the other mooks. You're not any different than the other mooks. So I don't know. It's kind of annoying to me in that way because it's like at the very least in stuff like Super Sentai, the monster of the week is still somewhat represented in a little bit. They have personalities, they have certain things that they do. These guys are just generic in a bad
Yeah.
way to me.
Yeah.
And the way I think the reason for this is because what they're up to is kind of the twist of the movie. So
Yeah,
they kind of if you just put out right what they are and what their deal is, it makes that whole scene with S and Aruto later on, it spoils it. as his motivation. So it's like,
Yeah. It's like that part I'm fine with, but it's like later on S gets taken over by one of these 4 people. And like, okay, cool. I didn't really see any motivation other than his devotion. So, but he's willing to essentially take over for his, quote unquote cut leader / god that easily. Like, I wish we had seen a little bit more of, I'm so totally into the destruction of the earth.
that's basically the vibe I got from them. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Look,
Well,
they're
let's talk
doing it
about
for
that
the
when we get to
lulls,
it.
okay? They're doing it for the lulls.
We'll talk about that when we get to the
thing.
final act.
Yeah.
Such as
Yeah.
I want to talk about this fight though. I've been
Talk
trying to
about
talk
this
about
fight.
this
This fight
fight
rules.
now.
Yeah,
there's
sorry.
a lot of
It's
things
just
I wanna
it's
note
something.
here.
It's something I just wanted to get out before we got too far in. So go ahead, Kris, Kuchiri, whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, so while we were in the glow in the dark section, Eden's armor was very much like blood veins and blood vessels and all this stuff. And during the main part of the fight, you see Eden use blood magic basically for shields and stuff. There's a moment where, there's a moment where Aruto breaks like this paintbrush of blood, and it breaks into 2 swords that Eden grabs and slashes Aruto with. So good. And then there's a bit where Aruto literally goes for a kill shot on Eden, cuts off his arm. We've never seen Naruto actually do stuff like this to like another Kamen Rider, right? Like straight
Well,
up.
I mean, there is a reason it's so easy to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still a cool scene that, Eden loses his arm and then you just see, his arm grows back and Naruto's like, huh.
Yeah, he has like a moment of like ... 404 Windows blue screen of death. But I'd like to point out, like, this whole River of Blood thing is a whole Armageddon reference, which is pretty nice. A++.
Hey.
And the word sanguine is not only the name of a specific color of blood red, it also is a term for uplifting emotions.
Ooh.
Which I thought was very poignant, considering what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I just fucking realized something that they could have done with the 4 characters. They could have made them into the 4 horsemen.
Oh my god.
Don't tease me with things I want.
I want that so bad.
Oh wait,
Oh my gosh, that would have been so cool.
Maybe they kind of did.
Because the colors on the armor does kind of match the colors of the horsemen.
You know what they should have done? You remember when Yaiba was working for Guy and she had the Raid Riser that was like the Anubis with the Reaper thing?
Yeah.
They should have used that costume for one of them.
Oh, that would have been
cool.
That they probably weren't filming that before that had been revealed. So
yeah, no, this was probably filmed. Like most of this was probably filmed even before the final arc of 01.
Gotcha.
Because as I said, they try and do these movies like for the summer. Like this was meant to be a summer movie. Most of these movies come out like episodes before the show ends.
And then 2020 happened, and nobody's going to a summer movie in 2020.
Nope.
Hey.
So Aruto loses round 1.
Oh my god! Like
Eden
the way
rips off the 02 driver.
Do it, Kris. Do it.
Okay.
So Aruto has a bad name.
Okay, can we talk about the fact not just this is the end of it, but the way that Aruto gets beat, he gets punched and he flies through fucking buildings like he's Superman who just got punched by a supervillain. Holy shit. And he's falling at like he gets punched mid transformation and just yeet.
Yep. He falls through the air and lands on a car.
The grasshopper
and then I made something.
Oh, Cat made something. What the hell is this?
You've never seen Taylor Swift's Bad Blood before?
I am not. I must profess, I am not a Swiftie.
I saw
Oh,
it
they're not
years
gonna like
ago, and
that.
this is all I could think of.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I'm
There's
surprised you
literally a
didn't go.
moment where she is tossed out of a building and she lands in a car like this.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't go for a different reference.
Which
As
one?
Naruto's falling, the one thing he wishes, I wish I had wings.
No. See, I sort of blocked that out until just this moment. So thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome.
On top of that, the reference to bad blood when he's literally using sanguimancy, like, oh my god, come on.
Oh my god, y'all are
Oh
on a
my
whole
God.
level of synchronicity.
You're welcome.
No, but I love how the grasshopper is like chasing after him and catches him last minute before he crashes.
Anyway,
And
I
then
was
he
just gonna
passes
spend
out.
half the movie lying on top of that car.
Yeah, he passes out and then he wakes up on a train.
Train of
And
fools.
there's
I wanna-
dead bodies everywhere.
I want to note something very specific about this particular file. It's number 7.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind for later. Suspiciously starts with a train. What else starts with a train?
Oh no.
I don't know what this is. I don't like the cat is laughing maniacally about this. I really don't.
But yes. Then, like, here's a shot of all the unconscious bodies, and a mysterious woman.
Mm.
And then I noticed something while we were taking this screenshot, which should be the next one. There's
What
actual
needs to be-
semi-legible writing on these things over here. So I can't quite make out the word there, but it says you are not a something person.
You
I
are
think-
not a pleasant person.
Is that what it says?
What the hell?
And
You
then
know,
over on the
ENT.
blue one, something place possibly here, possibly something like no place here.
Is that the Illuminati eye?
Maybe it is. Who knows?
I'm also
it's like-
noticing
It's
That
interesting
pattern.
stuff.
that yellow-blue pattern suspiciously looks like a circuitry.
Yeah.
A little bit. Mm.
So
I
I
wonder
think
what's
they were
going on
putting
here.
in those little seeds.
This-
You want to put in the seed for later. I don't know when it is, but it's somewhere in this part. But Naruto asks this mystery lady where they are, and she says that they're in hell. Hell bent, hell bent, hell bent, hell bent.
Oh god. So very mysterious scene leads up to a cut to where everybody's fighting because that's what they do is they go around and they gas people.
It's
Crop
when
dust
you-
people.
when you- okay, they're fine. Like the people are not dying; they're just passing out. But still, it's kind of fucked up that these guys are just like, we're gonna destroy the world. We're gassing everyone. It's chemical warfare. It's like, holy fuck, Kamen Rider's going hard.
That's like keep girl boss.
But
What
we get
what
a
is
scene,
a little bit of chemical warfare between Geneva Convention war crimes?
yeah, but we do have Yaiba run up to this and gets into the battle with these guys with Ames, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen Ames win a fight. These Kamen Riders cannot stand the heat from these guns.
Oh,
I mean, they are a bunch of
You want to
noobs.
talk about guns? The fight between Yua and I'm just gonna use Chris's name, Misa, in the
Mhm.
Kamen Rider. It's like some fucking John Wick shit gunplay.
It's so
Holy
cool.
fuck.
This is such a cool, and there's that amazing shot. I don't think it's right. Yeah, it's the next one
Yeah.
where they like pass through the van, go past all these people who are fighting like long guns, and then they come up on Yua fighting Misa and everything. It is such a cool shot.
Chris, do you
The
have
cinematography in this is amazing.
Chris, do you have the POV shot in this shot batch? From Yaida's POV, where it's like doom.
I wanted to get that one, but it was already getting really.
Okay, fair. But still, at some point,
70 plus.
yeah, at some point, you go into like first person from Yaga's perspective, and she's trying to shoot Misa, and Misa's dodging. Like, holy fuck! Just the action choreography is off the goddamn chain here.
I really tried to get that shot, but I could not get it to where it conveyed properly.
Because she's zooming. She like
She's so zoomy. Oh my god. Misa
This is where all the budget went, obviously.
I mean, you want to put the budget in the fights. I mean, it certainly didn't go into the punching Kong and Falcon fight. I'll say that much. Well, I say
I
fight.
can't wait to talk about that. That's such a funny scene.
So this
I was-
scene here, this scene right here that Kris is showing, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Kuchiri, but this scene is very traumatic for me for one reason and one reason only.
Oh.
Kris, if you could go to the next slide, please.
Yeah. Rip everybody.
Didn't they just have a fucking quake in New York City?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was about the same thing that happened.
Oh,
Do you
Oh,
know
God.
how many knocked over lawn chairs, how many stubbed toes, how many slightly perturbed pets there were? It was a terrible scene, and here they are just throwing around lawn chairs all willy-nilly.
Have you guys seen the video of a dog on top of a dinner table during the earthquake?
oh no.
I have not, but I have seen the video of the 3 cats in Japan who freaked the fuck out during an earthquake.
Oh no, the kitties.
They were
Or
fine.
babies. So we also get a shot of Fuwa getting in on the action.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh
later.
yeah, the Rubik's Cube grenade.
God, that fucking thing.
You
Just
gotta love the props department. They came up with something special.
Oh yeah. Well, we should mention, for plot purposes, after this big battle, get the shot. After this big battle, somebody who's watching throws one of those gas grenades and gasses a perfectly innocent Japanese grandma and grandpa.
oh my god. How do I silence Discord really quick?
Go on, do not
Kuchiri, if you
disturb.
could just make sure to put a big black bar over that or
Yeah.
edit that out.
Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally dox our friend.
Yeah. So the elderly couple is that Aruto's audience from episode 1, who also showed
Oh,
up
I
in
didn't
episode
notice
9,
that.
who also
Yeah.
showed up in a few other episodes.
Kris, do you have a picture of them?
Um,
I think you do. Should be like
Oh.
the next one, I think.
No,
Oh,
that's a Burq throwing the
Casually
thing.
cut. Jesus,
It's right after this one.
these fucking file names.
There we go. The best
Yep.
picture you could get of them.
When the vape hits too hard.
Oh god. Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized I got the wrong microphone going. 1 second. I need to
oh, that's the
change
next one.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Unfortunately, this fucker is also in the movie.
Of course he is. Why do you think I kept this as my icon?
Kris, I think you should rant now because you know who else? You know who's not in the movie?
The fucking dog.
Dog.
Why?
Dog.
Why? The dog.
I get that. I get that it was made before the whole dog thing, but
Jesus,
like, insert some
resemblance
clips.
Dog.
Dog. That
Dog.
fucking dog.
I mean, it's quite obvious that they made Thouser a good guy in this, so some of the final season was included into it at the very least. Where's the dogs? You paid
Again-
$3,000 for that thing.
Again, I mean, I think the original plan for Thouser was going to be completely different, but he was still going to end up in the Thouser department.
Well, yes, that's perfectly fine. I get that. In post, just add in some clips of the dog. You'd like film a little thing with the dog where he's like off doing his own little adventure or something. Just something to justify the dog.
In fact, just make a movie about the dog.
If
Dog.
you want to know something, I don't think the dog ever shows up again, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Dog.
Wow, it's a good thing that plot point was so important. It's not like Kris and I worked together to rewrite the entire ending for Guy.
With an alternate pitch about the dog, and they're just like, "Oh, the dog! Oh, we forgot."
So yeah, he meets a dude who's trying to run away and escape that, says everything in 100%, but
Yeah.
I am 100% innocent. You're 1000% suspicious.
It's
Here we go.
yeah, but keep that in mind because this guy and guy are going to lead to the most bizarre fucking scene of the film.
My God.
But yeah, put a pin in that.
That's a little treat for you all.
Hey, put a pin in that.
Oh god. So this was amazing. Like Fua's out here like John Wicking it. And actually I didn't notice this. Hang on. Trigger discipline!
Well, he's actually trying to fire at people. He wants to be ready to fire at them.
He's not pointing it at anybody.
Well, it's got unlimited bullets, so it's fine.
Oh,
But yeah, honestly, I love these bits where they had the people, like the actual actors, just go in and kick ass. We get so little of that, and I love the fact that they were able to do that for quite some time before they had to eventually transform. So this was
Yeah.
nice.
It was really cool. It would be a fucking John Wick if he could actually do trigger discipline.
Do not give Fua pencils.
oh god. He boots a with a pencil. A fucking pencil. He boots a with it.
Man, there's an explanation for this bullshit.
Anyway, so
Okay, I'm just noticing. You know, I didn't put two and two together that this movie was made during COVID and such as restrictions. But you know, the fact that everyone's running around with a gas mask to cover their face.
Well, up to
is
a
kind
point.
of
Eventually,
ingenious
they're
plotting in a way. Like
But
plotting
then-
in
they're
a
told
way.
they don't have to.
yeah, well, when they stop wearing that, then you notice that they're in shots by themselves most of the time.
Yeah.
Or it's like the shot very later on before the awesome transformation plus guy. You can tell they're standing like 15 feet apart from each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was kind of just vibing with the movie and the cool fights, so I wasn't really thinking, this is this way because of the COVID restrictions. But you know,
Yep.
It makes sense now.
I do like how Fluid transforms into his normal form here, just for like 3 seconds later, just go rampage. Like, why didn't you just go? This Hirobi entrance though, it's like it's out of nowhere. Like you just cut to Hirobi, who just like jumps off the building. It's like, Hirobi, no, you're supposed to do that.
Kurobi was so fucking cool in this. Like, god damn.
I like how like he starts his transformation, lands on the ground, a whole bunch of cuts come out of nowhere, and then they finish his transformation. And like Fuwa's there's like, cool.
oh my god.
And then Fua and Hirobi, if I would have told you when we started the show after Hirobi almost decapitated Fua that the two of them were going to be buddies like this, you believe me?
I mean,
I would have prayed and hoped for it because that would be awesome, and it is indeed awesome.
it's so awesome.
A dot sign reference in the year of our Lord 2024.
Look, I'm most offended by the fact she put Sword Art Online first. That one is garbage.
I actually
That
watched Sword
more
Art
spirit
Online.
waifu bullshit out of here.
I actually
it's
watched
more
Sword Art Online. It was okay. It
No,
wasn't the
but
best
this
anime, but it was okay.
this was an awesome fight with both Fua and Hirobi working together.
Oh my god, yes.
All the fights were amazing. The choreography was amazing. The cinematography was amazing. Holy shit. They pulled out all the stops.
Like
They went hard.
This
They
is
where
weren't
all the
able to
budget
believe
went.
that this was a race against time. All these riders literally had an hour to stop the bad guy, and so they wanted to make sure it was a desperate fight from beginning to end. Like,
Mhm.
so good. And then the Yaiba, she
Oh,
finally gets
fuck.
to be a Kamen Rider. This is such a cool
Oh,
fight.
this is, okay.
Friggin'
Now,
time.
like, I'm gonna make a deep cut here. Have y'all ever seen the movie Police Story?
No.
No,
It's a
I'm sorry.
It's a Jackie Chan movie from the 80s. And it, like this movie, goes it goes even harder than this because they have a budget. But there's a bit in Police Story. The climax is a big fight in the mall, and at some point, Jackie Chan gets it on a motorbike and does some crazy shit.
Oh wait,
But-
I think I vaguely remember this. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm old.
Yeah, I know too. But yeah, But that was only for a brief bit in a mall. But this was like, now this is Kamen Rider shit. My God, she's leaping over shit, and these guys are throwing energy blades at her.
Oh my God, yeah.
This is so fucking cool.
Chris, you're not old. You're only 25.
Oh yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, let's just kill each other and get out of here.
It really was very abrupt. And she's just sort of standing there like, what the hell just happened? And who do we see?
Shista!
Yes.
I
There's
would
finally
also
some
like to
human
note-
gears.
I would
Hey,
also like to note that while she says delivering this to Yaiba, that I did not get a shot of Izu delivering the same thing to Fua.
Mhm.
But
But it's a Zia-spec and a contact lens, because you remember Zia-specs required glasses.
mhm.
But now guys developed Zia-spec to be used with contact lenses, and so now everyone has a weird blue eye with their regular eye now. For the
I think it
rest
was
of the movie.
green, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a lime green.
But hey, Humagears in our 01 movie. What a shock.
Yeah.
It's about damn time. It's like this Humagear city with all the Humagears. Should have Humagears in this Humagear movie about Humagears.
I want to point something out. I almost yelled at Kuchiri this in the middle of the thing. It's like, but when we were going earlier, and it's pandemonium everywhere, and it's like, oh no, there's these people and they're gassing everybody and they're passing out because of the toxic gas. If only we had a whole bunch of like non-organic, artificially intelligent beings that could do something about this and not be affected by the gas.
If only.
Mm.
But
Maybe like
it's not
Hiromi's
actually a
been here.
gas. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I do have something I want to rant about.
Go ahead.
But that'll come later. No, that's going to come later.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
But we find out that there's a big plan, and all the Kamen Riders are joining a single comms chat, which is really cool. I like it. And we finally get our backstory, which, by the way, this actor, I had his name down, but then I clicked off of it. Hidaki Ito. He, used to love Kamen Rider in the 80s. And he was watching 01 with his son every weekend, which gave him the, motivation to apply to be in Kamen Rider, and that's how he got this role. You can actually find him on American TV.
Oh.
He's a main character in the first season of a show on HBO Max called Tokyo Vice.
Ooh.
Like a half dozen other Kamen Rider actors, which I just found out about while waiting for everyone to get on. And so now I know what show I'm going to watch. Anyway, Frez.
I was just going to say, the whole Zia-spec thing. Kamen Rider 01. Guy Amatsu just invented Zoom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No, this is straight up Zoom. Yeah. Oh, cat.
Also, I'd just like to mention, I double checked. According to the official Kamen Rider fandom wiki, this film takes place 3 months after the final episode.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's
3
our
months.
timeline. It's 3 months after this.
Dear God.
Wowza.
Yeah. So, I mean, just to remind everyone, this is also not old Izu. This is the new Izu, which Fua does have to explain to Hirobi, because Hirobi, you can tell, is still feeling guilty. He is still feeling guilty about what he did.
Wait a minute. Didn't I kill you?
He even asked her, "Why aren't you with Aruto? Like, don't you always go everywhere with him?" Like,
oh, this scene, the flashback where she's like, "Oh, Aruto, I'll go with you." No, I will never put you in danger again, Izu. I'm going alone.
yeah.
Oh my God, my
And
heart.
then he turns around all smiles. He's like, please tell everybody what's going on, okay? Thanks. Bye.
We should also say in this scene, we find out exactly, essentially what happened to get Aruto and Eden fighting. Eden basically sent him a call-out message because he wanted to get specifically the Zia key so that he could use its ability to copy keys and make things in order to make the Doomsday weapon.
So while the tool used is Guy, and you could still say almost everything is still a guy's fault.
Who
Arto
cares?
debate. Arto for debate is also part of the reason why we have this movie going on right now. Arto,
Everything is guy's fault.
yeah. But we
it's
get
that because dog.
Dog.
how many people
Dog.
in this call, by the way?
Dog.
There's Roby, there's Izu, there's Yua, Naki, Shista. Oh, hey, Naki's in this movie. Can't
Oh,
wait
okay.
to see them
Okay,
transform
okay.
again.
I just want to
Yeah,
Oh
say,
yeah, Naki's 2 scenes.
Oh my
look
god.
at their fucking outfit, yo! Oh my god!
such a
It's
glow
so
up.
Ah!
Such
My
a
cat
glow up.
literally said that, and I'm just thinking that is some nice drip.
That is a fucking look. Holy shit!
A++, mwah. No notes.
You know,
And then
we
also
only got
Jin.
we also got to see Kamen Rider Naki twice in the show. We'll love to, can't wait to see Naki transform with everyone else at the end of this movie.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Oh, at
Denied.
least, okay, so we don't get Naki. We at least get Ikazuchi, right? No. Oh.
Anyway.
Well, we get a cameo later.
Oh god, do we ever?
I love how Jin joins the call and is like, oh, I'm going to try and hack into their weapons. Oh, I should not have done
No. Before that,
Oh my god, Chris!
that. Oh god, dang it, Chris.
I was thinking of Assassin's Creed before that.
Okay, so fun anecdote time. I probably have told you guys this before, but I don't know if I've ever said this on the show. So way back when I was still a pretty young teenager, so 50 billion years ago, my mom took me on a trip to England and Spain. She grew up, or no, she didn't grow up in Spain. She lived in Spain for a while. And so she knew Spanish, she knew the place, and she wanted to show me it, around the place. And, we went to England because that's as close as Texas as we'll ever get. I'm never going to drop it. And so we went to Spain, specifically Madrid and Toledo. Beautiful place. Absolutely recommend it. Don't go during the summer. It's hot as hell. And we just happened to go there during something that you might know called Easter week. Something that I didn't know before I went there for Easter week is that the KKK misappropriated their outfits from traditional Christian outfits
Oh dear.
that they wore during Easter week.
Oh.
And so you have a nice little float of Mary on the donkey riding towards Bethlehem and everything. You got a nice float of Jesus being all great. You got not really nice, but you know what I mean, float of Jesus on the cross. And then you have all these people in purple and red hoods coming down, walking down, and you have tiny little teenage me staring up at them going,
Is this allowed?
Mom had to lean over and be like, no, these were the original. The other people stole the outfits.
Yeah, so there's like 1,000 of them around this stadium.
Chris.
I mean,
Yeah,
he is in a dirt. I'm gonna say it's a Zeppelin, but it's not. But
I also want to point out that Hirobi is a new Humagear. He has that neat little earring thing we saw Jin wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very sexy.
Also, after all this, we get another shot of Aruto and the mysterious woman, and he gives her one of his killer jokes.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh,
we're
we
gonna
got
talk about this. Wait, no, talk about the woman first. We got that thing is a whole scene.
Yep. No, God.
Mm-hmm. I
So,
didn't
yeah, he
get
does-
a shot of that. I don't think.
I love this Aruto Shinaito because he really builds up to it, but she just fucking walking, so she has to turn around and be like, "What? What'd you say?"
Oh, this might not be a good time for jokes. But then we get the backstory of Izu and then whatever Hirobi. Oh, Izu is hearing things. Like someone's telling her to hurry. Someone's telling her it cannot wait.
Maybe that could be.
Who could that be?
Who could
Everyone's
that
working.
be?
And then Jets show up. And Fu was like, "Oh, I'm going to transform." Punching. Boop.
This is the hypest fucking shit. But also, this is where the budget ran because we have ragged on Kamen Rider special effects for a while. I like to think we got used to it after a certain point, but this whole scene is
No, we did not get used to it.
well, we didn't complain about it as much when we were going through the later episodes. I feel. But anyway, but
saw the
conceptually, this is fucking the coolest shit. It's Fua as punching Kong hanging on to a goddamn fighter jet as it flies for Japan.
An AI fighter jet at that.
Yeah, because he opens it up and inside it's a whole bunch of the red gas and it's like nobody's flying the plane.
But
Oh
no,
my God.
Fres, did you see the title?
Really good. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so Jin
No,
plays up.
wait. I gotta be a shit poster. Nobody's flying the plane. You know what that means? The fighter jet's been got by the Langoliers.
Oh God.
Oh god. So Jin flies up to Fua and tells him, "Hey, I know what this is. They're nano machines."
Nanomachine, son.
Yeah.
And then
Now I'm marrying you. Fuck.
And then
does that call
Fu
for a
was
Kamen
like,
Rider mirror alert?
and Fu
No.
was like, I'm losing my grip. And then there's a random pop. Flies off and Jin,
And what follows is the greatest CGI put to film.
Oh God.
Gorilla, though. This is funny as hell.
So it's Jin as a rising falcon flying away from this fighter jet as it tries to shoot him down, and he's flying through the city at high speed. Conceptually really cool, but the effects do kind of let it down.
So
I do not
Jin, sweetie, heart, love bug, I adore you. You're trying to be a good guy. Good guys don't lead the bad guys through the city where they probably destroy a whole bunch of cars and buildings and shit, my dude. You destroyed an entire freeway, my sir.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
But
It's
Jin
okay.
leads
All those cars
that,
were abandoned.
yeah, Jin leads that
Alright.
jet straight to Rampage Vulcan, who fires a blast and destroys the. Oh no, that destroyed jet's flying towards Fua.
Rider kick.
Jin's like, he's really a handful. And then he pushes Fua out of the way and gets crushed by it.
God
Just like
almighty.
and then Fua's like, Jin turns around, there's like 3 more fire jacks, and then
Did I?
we get told that they may be dead.
Yeah.
They
maybe.
get disconnected from the call. You see them actually get removed from Yaiba's little heads up display.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I knew
I
for
would-
a fact they weren't be dead.
I would pay big money to see like a 12-episode miniseries between Jin and Fua.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That whole
Yes.
whole
Where did I put my money?
sequence- That whole sequence proved that the two of them should have worked together more in the show. It was all great.
Yeah. I agree. I love them both. They're such little shits.
But they're little shits together, right, Frez?
Yes, I was going to add, Fua and Jin come back to the call, and Fua has accidentally turned on the cat filter.
Judge, I am not Cat. I promise, Judge.
Meanwhile, Jin purposely puts the potato filter on.
He would.
I love these headcanons so much.
But what keeps up everything is Guy just randomly joins the call, and everyone's pissed off because Guy's there now, as it
Well,
should
no
be.
shit.
Well, this is
Just-
entirely his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get more backstory where we find out who S really is.
He's dead.
Yeah.
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 So I need to tell everybody this. While Kris was grabbing these screenshots, at one point I fell asleep, and I believe it was around this part that I fell asleep. So I didn't know. I have no idea what she's titled all of these. So this is new to me. I had no input on the title of Crispy.
But in the backstory, we find out that S used to be a scientist, and they were testing nanomachines to take care of bad diseases and things like that. And he had a fiance that they were testing these medical nanomachines on. Turns out they were also linked to the satellite when it went berserk during Daybreak. Thank you very much, Guy, for this issue.
So
Again,
it is Guy's
it's all
fault.
his fault.
It's all his fucking fault, and I hate him.
It was
And-
I
Guy
hate him, but
all
he's so hard to
along.
hate.
But
And
but
the,
it's okay.
No,
the
he's
fiance-
very easy to hate. He's
No,
very,
it's
very
okay.
easy to hate.
It's okay because dog.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog.
I guess I shouldn't say
Dog.
fiance. That the fiance is a layer twist, but
Well,
know.
we can go non-linear. Who?
yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
one would
it's-
hope that before you watch a podcast, you've seen the actual movie.
yeah.
And if you haven't, I mean, you're
but
not
you can
really-
also take the hint
You're fucked
from
either
what
way.
Az was wearing. As I said before, she likes to wear whatever guilt the arc
Yeah.
the
Oh
most.
fuck! That's why she was dressed like. I just got that.
Man, it's a good thing she's in this movie a lot, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. Don't worry. Regardless of which canon ending to 01 you follow, she has one more appearance.
Which canon ending? What?
Yeah,
I
he
told
said
you
there's
guys.
multiple.
Yeah, I told you that there's a stage show that is,
Oh, the
The
stage. Okay.
ending
Oh,
that-
right, the stage show. Okay.
and then there's the specials that we're going to do next time.
Okay.
And either way, we don't see Az anymore after.
She had to go now. Her planet needs her.
Miss not appearing in this film.
So there's a weird little filter thing for some reason I put on that makes the belt look extra yellow. Oh yeah, Aruto follows the woman to a church where the Doomsday device is, and she's having the hardest time removing the Doomsday device. It's actually like cutting her hands and stuff.
Look, not everyone can be Fua who can open those things on a whim.
Well, we had
Oh.
this moment for a bit, though.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You know what we're heading towards.
I mean, I wonder if the temperature in that room was in the negative degrees because that was a freezer she was put in.
Mhm.
Oh my God!
But she
Oh God,
finds
they
out that-
did. Oh God, they did.
Oh Jesus!
God damn it.
Yeah.
There's the fridge horror, finding out that the one chick who is the whole reason for this movie was fridged.
Good
So
yeah.
she
it
tries to
really
touch
is.
Aruto, but she finds out that he's zeros and ones.
Okay, so like I don't. There's a bit I don't get. How does Aruto leave this thing?
So it's explained. Satellite they wanted him to see what S was doing.
Okay, Satellite Zay uploaded him. It wasn't because he got
Yeah,
beat. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
okay.
They should.
Yeah,
He
if you
was
remember
able to
as-
connect.
As long as he has the belt on, which he had the belt on when he crashed into the car, he's connected to Satellite they.
Okay.
But also,
She's fine.
She's fine. She's
It's fine.
fine.
It's
She's
fine.
fine.
She's just dead and in a personal hell of her,
Okay,
making.
if we're going to jump ahead, like you just said it, but the fact that when Naruto asked her where this is and she said hell, and then you later find out, I'm jumping ahead. You later find out she's a brain in a jar that's been uploaded to this place all on her own since Daybreak, which was what 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
How is
Yeah.
this woman still sane?
she's not.
She
No.
should have gone fucking crazy from the isolation and the loneliness.
It's like I'll have some things to say about that, but I'll wait until a little bit later when we
Okay,
get to a
okay, you're-
specific point.
Okay, you're gonna wait. Fine. All right,
Anyway,
but-
so-
yeah, but that's fucked up.
So Aruto
It
wakes
is.
up.
It's very fucked up.
Aruto wakes up. He's broken. He is struggling to get off this car, and he calls for a bike. And he's looking up to the sky because he thinks the bike's going to come down from above. Nope. Raiden shows up driving the semi truck.
Yay!
Yeah,
Man,
Raiden's
it's so
joining the
good
fight
he's gonna
now.
be in the rest of this movie, isn't it?
Wah, wah.
Wait, what?
Most underutilized. I can't even pronounce that word. Underutilized rider. Most underutilized rider.
Yeah.
Underutilized.
Excuse
What?
you, Naki is right there.
Uh,
And
you
they're
forgot
slaying
about
in
them
that
being in the
vest,
movie.
I might say.
but yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Bye.
Naki looks so fucking good.
But
Holy shit,
Aruto gets
Ref-
on the bike and runs off to do round 2.
Rare footage of a Kamen Rider on a motorcycle.
Holy shit. He's not even a Kamen Rider at this point, though.
And now the bike is done. Okay, pack it up. Oh my goodness.
No, look. Like you said, they got. You said at the start of this show that they have very strict rules about filming you on a bike or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So it's like you only get a little sprinkle of a Kamen Rider on a bike. So there's your taste.
There's a little tiny sample of what Arto would look like if he were on a bike, maybe.
But we get round 2, which Arto, he doesn't have 0-2, so he's going to go ahead and go into his second strongest form, Metal plus Hopper. Speaking of metal, how about this Kamen Rider Eden transformation?
Oh my
Holy
God,
fuck!
yes.
Oh, it's so cool.
I forgot to get that.
Well, I know which evil Kamen Rider transformation you did get, though.
Oh
Yeah.
I was thinking the same shit when it happened in the movie. I want you to know that.
So blood shoots from the ground as this like ethereal woman, I guess meant to represent Eve, is flying through the blood, and then he whispers into his ear. He puts the key in, and then you just see blood vessels go from inside him, and the woman goes inside him, and then he transforms. Like, what the fuck?
See,
I
I
would
was
argue-
assuming it was Asu.
I would argue that that's actually a representation of Babylon and not Eve, because, Armageddon themed.
Yeah, no.
I
see
was
it.
thinking it was a representation of Akane.
Could be, but a little
Honestly,
too...
I was also thinking it was a representation of a mind goblin.
All right, now it's time for Arto to roll for initiative. But we get another fight, and the fight, by the way, is being played with Eden's theme song. And as this fight goes on, Eden is doing his regeneration thing. He's like, you can't kill me, right? And then Arto does another attack. And if you remember, one of the attacks from Arto is those little tiny grasshoppers in this form.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yes.
The music starts changing. Like it goes from
Fuck.
Eden's song to 0-1 song. Like if you didn't catch the little change of the tune, it's so
Yes.
good. But Eden tries to start regenerating, but then the grasshoppers are like eating him from the inside. Like you can just see bits and parts of him open up. You see the grasshoppers just ravaging him.
Oh
What's
my
up, Brez?
gosh, new body
Yeah.
horror fear.
I just want to say that this whole movie, between the sanguine bloodmancy and the gnarly transformations, and the fact that since S is made of nanomachines, we can literally cut his fucking limbs off and cut holes through the chest. This movie goes fucking hard.
It does.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Speaking
let's
of
not
going
forget
hard.
the brain in a jar.
Speaking of going hard, S, he's a sore loser. Who thought? He decides, why wait an hour? Let's just do the Doomsday attack right now.
and
Yeah.
Akane showed Naruto what would happen if he was able to complete that attack. Literally, it would be a world-ending event.
Mhm.
When he starts to perform it, Naruto freaks out and he charges in and manages to catch the blow with Metal Hopper's shield. And literally, that's a testament to how strong Metal Hopper is, because he contained a world-ending attack to a very small area.
No,
of
it
something
still
bigger.
fucked everything. It destroyed the building they were in. It
It's-
fucked
Yeah.
up. It fucked up like probably 1 or 2 mile radius. Yeah. While this goes on, we also have a kill count of like 3,000 to 4,000 people, because S straight up kills all the followers that were cheering outside.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
let's be fair. Let's be fair. They're probably digital. We're going to just say they were digital. What's that? They were actually there in real? No, they were digital. It's
It's
fine.
okay, everybody. I can see their parachutes.
Where are the guards? Oh, they're falling. God.
Canada be like, not anymore, you don't.
Yeah, no, Arto, he's fallen from a great height. beaten him from that. Then he's taken basically a world destruction attack, tanked it completely. He's
over
screwed up right now.
Oh, just wait until what happens later with the key. It's like, oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Who keeps torturing our boy?
The writer.
Oh, but after all this seriousness, we got to deal with the interrogation scene.
Oh, do we have to?
Yes, we're going to deal with this amazing interrogation. So Guy learned a couple of things from that one time that they stripped him down to his underwear.
The tonal whiplash. I just wanted to mention the tonal whiplash going from all that stuff you're talking about, the serious fight, the cataclysm that Naruto blots, and the sudden defeat, and all the desolation and death. And then we go from that to this shit.
Kris and I were dying. Like, at first I thought that they had just gone through his suitcases and his clothes. Oh no. They went far. There is ass, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so
Sadly, CGI'd ass crack has been covered up.
yes.
God.
Also, what the hell? What are Big Fake Energy Guy and the lackey doing over here? Why does he have roses in water bottle?
Because that's came from everything that was inside the dude's suitcase.
There's the Rubik's Cube that they used to make the grenade later, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Strip this man down, and it's so funny because they have this whole interrogation
I gotta
scene.
put something over this guy. I don't know if I can actually have this on YouTube.
I mean, it's fine. It's man butt. Everything that a man has, except for the penis, is perfectly fine to put on YouTube. Because that's the way the world works.
Anyway, they decide that to help with the interrogation, they were going to call in some help. Oh, hi, random guest stars from the TV show.
Hey, what 3 Humagear actors can we get back on short notice? You. Okay, that's what we'll use.
What 3 Humagears would make sense to have in this interrogation scene? Oh, I know. The lawyer makes sense. The medical person makes sense. The comedian whose abs fly off.
Well, here's the thing. It solved one plot hole that was never explained in the show.
What?
How he got his abs back?
How he got his abs back. They just regenerate.
Yeah, may I say that the medical professional yeets this man into a chair to give him the most painful foot massage she can muster.
Strategic rose censoring, by the way.
Look at Bingo in the back. Look at Bingo in the back.
What the fuck is going on?
Kudos to all the actors. Not only did they keep a straight face while all this was happening,
she's trying so hard.
trying so hard. But it's
like
the implication is that she's swinging him around. His junk is flying through the air. I just noticed there's spaghetti.
Oh my god! What the fuck am I watching?
This though. What the?
Clearly, is he going to apologize later?
Oh god!
Oh god! Big Pick Energy Guy and Lackey are.
Again, the flowers are just for the viewers. Everybody else is seeing this in full.
Oh, that cut on his face came from one of the abs, by the way.
Yes.
It's so friggin' funny. I love it so much.
The medical professional lady basically tortures him with a painful foot massage.
Yep.
I'm not going to make the obvious joke.
Banjo charges him with like a million different crimes because he's a lawyer and he can apparently do that.
And it's the abs that make him break eventually because his face is like, all right, I'll talk the code to the code to my suitcase.
Yeah. They're trying to open up a briefcase that had a code, and inside it is a modified Zaya spec that all the cult members are using.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards, Izu gets to the destruction of the building. Huh?
Just want to say one thing.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I just want to say, a modified Zaya spec is the technology that the cultists are using? Wow! This really is all Guy's fault!
Yeah.
Another reason why it's Guy's fault, yeah.
God damn it, Guy.
if you remember, 02 was created by both Aruto and Izu. So the second Izu picks up the belt and the key, she gets transported, and our baby's back.
Sort of.
Oh, my
Kind of.
God.
Kind of.
Maybe.
Satellite
Residual
Zay.
traces of memory inside a almost live stream type place. Yes.
Oh God!
Mm.
But it was explained in the show that both Aruto and Izu put their memories into the key. So this is a memory of the original Izu, who is still like lives within Satellite Zay, I guess, and Zay is now using her as an avatar. I don't know. They don't ever go into this again.
I think it's the Easy that put herself into 02, honestly.
Either way,
Trace memories
Izu,
from recordings or something like that. I don't know.
yeah, Izu 2 now has most of the memories from the original Izu now. So hey,
Humanism.
you remember how we
Hey.
killed off a character and said she could never come back?
We lied.
But we get a shot of Aruto. He has the PTSD. He's always thinking about that attack in his mind. And he is limping through the town, and he finally finds that church. And
Yes.
he goes into the church to confront S. Oh, look at the flowers and the broken ceiling and the broken church. Is this Midgard?
Oh my Christ!
I wish I had more time. I would have edited Aerith's face over S here.
I mean, that's not who Aerith would be.
You need a cloud face down on that podcast. That's what you needed. But Aruto somehow just steals the key away from S. And Aruto, you know your track record with evil keys and stuff. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Every time Aruto used an evil key, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's fucked up and it happened twice.
So
God
Fuwa,
damn.
his actor, when he did his YouTube channel, used to like go into behind the scenes stuff. Apparently, every time Aruto had to do one of those screams while transforming, he actually did it so hard he fainted.
Oh!
Oh my God!
So Fuwa actually talked about how he fainted while using Hell Rising Hopper. Which, by the way, how fucking mental is that transformation announcement? Heaven or hell, it doesn't matter.
Is fucking Guilty Gear? What is this shit? But anyway, this is again really visceral because it's like S is saying to Naruto, "You're a human. You can't handle that key. You'll die. You want to die, idiot?" And he changes anyway, and it's like
no.
It's fucking.
It's even deeper than that.
The response. If this is to protect the smiles of everyone else in the world, I'll gladly do it.
I'll walk backwards in the...
And then, like, he transforms. He just starts punching his own belt because he's trying to destroy the key, and S transforms and tries to stop him. At one point, Aruto punches S, breaks his arm,
and Mitsu repairs it.
Oh God, it's horrible.
The sounds and Aruto screaming as you just hear the arm get put back together.
Oh
What
my
the
God,
This is for kids.
Fucked up, y'all.
It went hard.
What the fuck?
It went so hard. I didn't know what to clip from that whole thing, so I just summed it all up in this particular picture.
I mean, what is a Final Fantasy VII allegory if not for some body horror?
Oh God. Anyway,
Actually,
so
that reminds me, I need to
Aruto,
finish Rebirth.
Aruto does enough damage to Eden to get him de-transform, and Aruto's like, you know what? I'm now going to break you. Runs up, swings, and then 02 stops him. Hey, I'm glad Aruto's there to stop. Wait. If Aruto's Hell Rising Hopper,
I love this so much.
who's 02? Wait.
Then who was phone?
Izu stops Hell Rising Hopper. And you gotta remember, Aruto's already got PTSD from the original Izu dying, and he just starts freaking out over the fact he just hit Izu again, like for the first time ever. Oh, he is freaking out. He is having his panic attack that we've seen him do so many times.
Well,
And Izu is like telling him, no, don't do this. Not like this. Not like this. And he is just having a conniption over all this. Oh, it's such a powerful scene.
God.
It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Aruto ejects the key and
Oh, this moment is so good. It's the
and
one
holds
he
Ease.
says.
Like Ease is hurt and he's holding her, and yeah.
And the way
good.
she says that she wants to survive so she can laugh from the heart at his jokes. And it flashes back to when the first is died. And he's like, wait, but you shouldn't know that because that was the original.
Oh, and Arto's
yeah.
hand for being broken is bloody as hell.
Oh God,
Oh, yeah.
And so we're having this nice moment between Aruto and Izu, who's got to remember it's his Izu, it's his assistant's friend. Oh, it's so poignant. Hey, what are those noises? What?
Well, wait. There was a little bit before that. Before that, we had his tragic backstory finally fully revealed, and him admitting it. And he was thinking about turning over a new leaf, and like this right here pissed me the fuck off because it's literally Guy's fault.
No, it's Guy's fault. Yep, but he doesn't know
it's
that.
all Guy's fault.
No. While he's been doing all this, playing all this, he never actually found out anything about Guy, and I guess they never revealed to the world who created Arc and all that stuff. What's up, Kat?
Okay, so this is the point where I'm going to start talking about the thing that semi pissed me off, but okay, fine, whatever. So the whole reason that Eden exists and that S is doing all this is because his fiance died during the Daybreak attack due to the nanobots, right? And he got to see the whole traumatic thing of her going insane, her being in pain. He watched her fucking die. It was awful. I fully feel for him. And so his solution is he's going to take her brain and he's going to upload her into a mainframe and essentially make a world for her. And that's what he wants to do. He's not trying to destroy the world per se, although he kind of is. What he wants to do is he wants to weed out all of humanity by essentially collecting these cultists so that way he knows who the good people are. Then he uses the nanobot gas on the good people to transport their consciousness, their minds into this world so that she has people that she can live with. That is a great idea. You know, like it's so good as a sort of like heel turn villain idea. And he wants to make sure that all these bad guys who followed him, who want to destroy the world, you know, don't like go into this world with her because he wants to make her a paradise.
Right.
Do you know how many people would be like, he could go up to and be like, hey, do you want to like be uploaded into a mainframe, like have your consciousness put into a mainframe? And how many people would say yes?
Yeah, you get to live forever.
Pitch the transhumanism. Yeah.
But also, like, you're forgetting the whole weeding them apart thing.
No, I fully get that. That's why you set up an MMO of some sort because you would always find the assholes in the MMOs.
That's what he did.
MMOs, huh?
It's also revealed while this is going on that all the Abaddons are people that are playing at their PCs, and they're all nerds. They're all evil nerds,
which actually brings up something. The one who plays the Misa character is a woman who has a baby. What's she going to do with the baby?
You don't know that that's the woman, though.
No, it is she. So. One of the things I hate about the bad guys is they have a heavier actress play her real self, and then idol-like actors playing her avatar self, showing how it's all.
No, that makes sense because they all want to be a better version of themselves, so they created this quote unquote better version so that they could.
But the other three generals, they're played. The real versions of their avatars are the same actors. I also love. We skipped over this, but there's a scene where they catch one of the random Abaddons in a net cafe, and she arm locks them.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's so good.
Well, that's the other thing that gets to me about this whole thing. So they know by this point that all of these people are just regular people essentially playing a computer game. And you're telling me that they decide to go up against the generals and all the people rather than, I don't know, cutting off their access to the game because they were like, Hirobi was right there at the control center. He probably
Yeah.
could have done some bullshit to hack in and make it so that if they log out of the game, they log out forever.
Yeah.
They could have gone to their houses and taken them out. They've already taken out one of them.
Mhm.
They could go take out the others.
Yeah.
Or even just, like find a way to stop them by corrupting their avatars or something like that.
But
Yeah.
Arto and S has a heart-to-heart moment where S is like, "What do you know about any of this?" What's up?
I've been waiting like 4 minutes.
I know.
You've been going on 3 separate tangents. It's my turn to be salty over being talked over, I guess.
Go ahead, Frez.
Okay, I want to talk about these. I want to talk about this fucking cults. These assholes.
Yes.
I mean, I made the illusion there earlier. It's basically Kamen Rider 4chan. There are a bunch of fucking sociopathic, terminally online nerds who are like, "Oh man, I get to log on and kill people. Oh, but I don't have to go out and do any physical violence. I just get to do it all from my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and we're gonna," because even with S's fucking plan, it's all like it's actually betraying them to kill them. They think, "Oh yeah, it's the end of the world. I get to kill everyone en masse. It's so awesome." And that's what's so fucked up. Like you said about the woman with the baby. She's like, "Here, kill everyone, murder, death, gas them." They're just the worst. And it's kind of fitting.
See, that
later
brings
in
up
the
my
movie
point exactly as well. What's she going to do with the baby?
I don't know, but this brings up another
It's a good
interesting
thing
point.
she's arrested at the end of the movie, and that baby is probably put into better care.
Yeah. But humanity is the ultimate bad guys in this movie.
Okay.
It's not like malevolent AI or
You mean guy?
or Humagears. Yeah, guy.
Give me guy.
But no, yeah.
It's God.
I mean, guy
It's guy.
sucks, yes, but I'm talking
Dog.
about like the ultimate villain of these films, Barn Guy, is a bunch of just terminally online sociopathic fucking gamers. It's humanity. And it's fitting, I think, that Hirobi is the one who gets to confront these guys and call them out on when he's trying to do his shit. Because, Hirobi was the one who was like, humanity's a stain on this world and has to be wiped out. And, he got better, basically. And
Can we
now
stop proving
and now
Hirobi
he's
right?
facing the human version of that corrupted Humagear, where they're like, yeah, humanity's corrupt. I want to kill people. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
And
like
honestly-
they're mirroring the series.
Yeah.
But honestly, what you're saying, Frez, it really helps with my point as well. Like, okay, let's say S's whole plan was indeed to betray everybody, and he just wanted to make the paradise. Okay, fine. Like, were you actually going to destroy the world once you made the paradise? Because, I mean, surely that would also mean that the brain, which is powering the entire system that has the world in it, would also be destroyed. So were you not intending to destroy the world? Because if you weren't intending to actually destroy the world, honey, why did you make the doomsday weapon?
I mean, I don't think it was actually going to break the world apart. I think it was literally just going to do enough damage that the world be unable to be lived in. Just like Final Fantasy VII, what we see with the ending 500 years later.
I feel the sequels. Fuck that up.
Until Advent Children happened and everything. But no, yeah, it just makes I love this movie. I love that this is his story, that this is his idea. I just wish it had a little bit finer tuning to it, because it doesn't quite make enough sense for him to make a doomsday weapon if he wasn't intending to actually use it as a doomsday
he was
weapon.
Intending to kill the people, the followers. That was his plan all along, was to kill those he deemed unworthy to live in the world with his fiancée.
I guess.
Well, I mean, what Kat was saying, if you destroy the fucking world, you destroy all these bad people. But don't you also destroy the brains of the good people?
I mean, the
what?
building probably has some protection against the attack. The buildings probably has some sort of super AI powered generator to last 500 billion years.
Well, no, see, that's fine, but they haven't woken up in the digital world yet, as far as we know. So their consciousness is still being uploaded. So one would assume that the timer is not actually the doomsday timer, but it is in fact a timer as to when everybody is fully uploaded, and he could start doing, I don't know, whatever he needs to do to the other people.
I hadn't thought of that. That's really good.
Yeah. That's
Too bad they didn't mention that.
No,
Hey, Candace,
it's literally just a doomsday timer.
Man, we made so many references to Final Fantasy VII and the flowers in the bill. Oh, why are they walking on the flowers? It's just like Final Fantasy VII. Oh, but
And now the best
red...
fight in the entire fucking thing.
So
Yeah,
basically, for this part, one of the main four, I don't know which one.
The red
is
one.
the Oran one heel turn. Which the fuck one was
It's
it?
heel turn. Heel turn.
Yeah.
He's basically like, "Hey, you betrayed us. You weren't actually planning on killing all of humanity. You were being a decent person. You were being a wife guy. I don't want that. I'm a terminally online gamer. I'm an incel. I want to kill everybody."
But we get a surprise final boss. It's coming. What the fuck is that skeleton?
Hot.
Oh, it's so cool.
Hey, Chris, what did you think of this part?
God, that was awesome, actually.
This
But
is
then the
Kamen-
knock was a little weird.
So this is Kamen Rider Lucifer. He is also an arc Kamen Rider. We didn't get to see Azu, but I'm pretty sure Azu would have transformed herself to Hisani Mikyu because he's but yeah,
Chris, young girl.
Hitsane? You mean Hatsune Miku?
probably, but we don't see that. I mean, what would motivate this guy to be evil? Someone who's
I don't know. They
chronically-
never tell us because we know nothing about these four horsemen at
Yeah,
all. Which I'm going
But,
to just call them that from now on collectively as a group.
but
Yeah.
so basically, S is going to run and go meet his fiance and apologize and all that stuff. Lucifer's like, "No, you don't," and Arto just chucks a sword at him and stops him, untransformed.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
we get
Shit.
probably the coolest transformation. Arto's like, there's someone. There's
Damn it, Chris. Why do I
somebody that can
keep
beat
just
you.
noticing these titles?
I think I got the number wrong. on
Oh,
this.
she's dead before she was the cover. Oh, god dang it, guys. So Arto's like, there's somebody who can stop you, and it's us. And he smiles. Easy smiles. They smile at each other, and then they transform.
But can I just say the writer actor who is playing 02 right now perfectly encapsulates all of Isu's little takes and everything,
mannerisms?
including holding the hands the correct way. It's like, oh my gosh, they are amazing. Who is that
yeah.
writer actor?
Scene is so fucking earned after all the 40 odd episodes we've watched of this series of the bond that formed between Naruto and Izu. Seeing them fight together is just the most cathartic thing. I love it.
Also, the song that plays here. Yeah, I've been using that song to intro all these podcasts.
Oh, fun
Awesome.
fact. The person who did Kamen Rider Valkyrie's suit actor is also the one for 02 as Isu. That's the
Nice.
same
Nice.
person.
Oh, 3 weeks into our podcast, I need to find it. I'll try looking for it. I don't know if I can find it anymore. A cosplayer did their version of Izu 02, and I was like, oh, I want to share these guys, but
Spoilers.
yeah,
Right.
but do I share it and say that, oh, this is Izu pretending she's 01? Yeah, because it was such.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for this, but I just
hell is
looking
this
at this
shit?
image on screen, I just realized
Noobs
they
and
have
hackers.
the same arm bracer thing that Cloud does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Noobs and hackers be like. Oh,
And
I
then-
did this.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I gotta see something. Oh my god. Kuchiri, when did this movie come out?
20, at the end of 2020.
The end of 2020?
Theatrical release December 18th of 2020.
Hey, you want to know what came out in April of 2020?
Uh-oh.
The Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so there's a scene where Hirobi gets attacked by two of the generals. He
Everything's Final
transforms.
Fantasy.
They think they killed him, but they finally get to do more of this tale, including impale the two of them together as he finishes them off, but then they respawn.
No, see,
that
it's fine because by this point they know they're not real, so therefore they could do whatever they want to them.
This is when Hirobe runs in, finds the body, and explains everything to Naruto. But then he goes back out, and there's a whole army. He's like, "Man, you guys are just the worst. You guys are worthy of destruction." You know. And there's like, there's a million of us and one of you. And then like Hirobe looks down, he smiles. Camera zooms out, so there's at least 20 feet between him, and Guy shows up, and then zooms out a little bit more, and it's Yaiba.
Yep.
So I hate to bring back the Taylor Swift references, but Guy's theme song is definitely anti-hero. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah.
But eventually, Fuwa and Jin reveal that they're still alive. And they all line up to do a Super Sentai-like transformation. But this transformation, with all 5 of them next to each other, so fucking good.
Guy is such a whale.
He got the golden chromas and everything.
He's gonna pay that $5.99. He's gonna like it.
He looks at all the Kamen Rider Abaddons and is like, "Oh, you've got the default skins."
Oh god!
Well, I've got this super special golden skin. I paid
You guys are saying all
$59.99
of
for
this.
it.
You guys are saying all this, but this is literally lines from like halfway through Kamen Rider X8.
I paid $1,000 for this gear. That means I'm 1,000% better than all of you.
But
I paid $3,000 for a dog that we never see again.
Dog.
But
And then
we
I
get-
got 4 more.
Dog.
But we get the final fights. We got the 0102 versus Lucifer, and then we got these 5 Kamen Riders against the rest of them.
So I just want to mention, I said this to Kuchiri before we started recording, but I was on Twitter after we finished 01, I think, it's at some point, and someone retweeted like a daily tokusatsu fight account, where it's just like clips of cool fights, and it was from this movie, and I see Aruto is 01 in the church, and I don't click anymore. I'm like, oh wow, interesting. He fights in the church in the movie we're gonna watch. And little did I know that it's like Aruto and Izu is 02 in the fight. Holy fucking shit!
Like Aruto's still worried about Izu as she's finding all the mooks while he's focusing on Lucifer, and Lucifer's like, "You gotta focus on me, man."
Good God. Yeah, a brief interlude with Genova again.
Yeah.
And can I just say, like, she's so fucking amazing.
I love her.
So cool.
It's such a good fight.
By the way, for the rest of any time 01's brought up in any future Kamen Rider thing, Izu is always 02. They did a all-female rider special 2 years ago, and Izu came back, actress and all, transformed to 02 for the big final fight.
I love that for her.
Nice.
Because honestly,
Slay,
I could definitely see Aruto having a little bit of PTSD and trying to avoid using 02 that much.
But now that he knows Izu can handle it, and it will keep Izu safe.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah, absolutely. And continue to be badass. Seriously, the flower petals falling around her as she poses is such a good scene.
That's so cool. And like
It's so
when
good.
they do the finisher and everything explodes, they're like on fire.
Mm-hmm. And then she joins the fight, and they all the 2 of them just go to town on Lucifer. Like,
And
Lucifer has no idea how to handle
By the way,
the 2 of them.
01 theme needle drop.
Perfect.
And it's like, yeah!
Yeah.
Because the movie doesn't start with it.
The theme is actually called the 0102 theme.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, that's the actual theme while this is going on. Oh
Nice.
yeah, then they do the 010101. I forgot that part.
Yeah, that's
It's like
what
as
I'm
soon as
talking
that popped up, it was just like, yeah.
about. Hype!
And then the 2 of them do their finishers while the rest of the gang do
It's a double rider kick.
Yeah.
Because, of course.
Yep. It's great.
And
his
S gets into the church inside the other world, and he doesn't see his fiance at first, but then she comes up and hugs him from behind, and she's already in a wedding dress.
Oh,
Legit, I actually did start crying at this.
I
This was
may
such a
have shed
sweet
a
scene.
tear too.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so touching. Too bad. Like 5 seconds after this, the whole place blows up, and they both probably die.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine in digital heaven. Yeah.
It's actually, in my headcanon, I think Zaya made copies of them, and somewhere in this anime say they are living as Humagears now. That's my headcanon.
To be
hope.
perfectly fair, she did describe this place as hell.
Mhm.
So I think that realistically, they probably both kind of wanted to just stop.
Yeah.
So getting to have their consciousness come together and finally have the quote unquote wedding that they wanted, and then be able to pass on peacefully to the next life, I think that's honestly great for them.
Yeah.
Plus, let's be fair, he did still attack a lot of people.
Yeah. But so did Guy.
yeah, not
Nothing's
entirely
bad happening
villainous.
to Guy.
We don't talk about Guy. I have issues
Dog.
with Guy still being around. We all have
Oh.
issues with that.
Dog.
But they land their big final attack with 10 seconds left, and they break right through Lucifer, destroying the spear and everything with 0.16 seconds left on the timer.
Chris, I think you've screwed up the screenshots. You just got a totally normal screenshot of Sydney.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is what it's always like.
Moving news.
Moving news.
Moving news. I want to know if that's a real news station.
It is
Probably not.
Especially not with the apostrophe.
Oh God.
VFX
Yeah,
Australia on fire.
They stop everything,
Yeah.
and everyone's surprised how this terrorist attack only lasted 1 hour exactly.
Yeah, but like,
And
what?
yet the movie was an hour 20.
Yeah.
We get an epilogue.
Oh, I forgot they put the bow tie on him after he gave up the secrets.
They gave him pants at least.
Mm-hmm.
We don't ever.
Oh my
see-
gosh! I forgot to talk about this. But during the interrogation scene, there's a point where, so guy opens the suitcase and there's like a plate inside. He takes that off and he puts it to the side, and inside's the Zaya spec. And this dude picks up the plate and is using it to cover his junk. And then
Only
at one
towards
point,
the camera. Only
Yeah,
towards the camera.
it is so funny because he's pointing towards the camera and then he turns around in order to face Big Pig Energy guy and the VP, and he takes the plate and puts it behind him to guard his butt. It's like seeing everything.
Yeah, what the hell? Fourth wall broken, immersion gone, can't even.
Womp womp.
Well, let's be fair.
he
In a few
doesn't- he
minutes,
doesn't-
guy's gonna break the fourth wall too.
Yeah. So I had to edit this a little bit because I could not get his face.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see the wrestler dude anywhere in there.
Look at these criminals. They wanted to kill millions of people for the lols.
For the lulz.
Oh, look, there's a Humagear. The news report is a Humagear, so it's fine. There are Humagears in this.
It's
Look,
the
she's
news
even
reporter
branded.
throughout the whole series. She's reporting on the news for the whole series.
Hell yeah. News
So
for
therefore,
the-
we have Humagears. That's good.
Yes. Humagear and human harmony.
There's a whole scene where we have a neat little scene between Fuwa and Hirobi and Jin, where Hirobi's like, "We were still continuing to protect this world." And Fuwa's like, "Oh, you guys are the good guys now?" And Jin's like, "Are you trying to join Mitsubo Jinrai?" And Yaba's like, "Well, you're jobless."
No, not yet, Chris. Not yet, Chris.
You're jobless. And like guys like, well, I would love to take care of you guys in thousands of departments. No thanks.
Please tell me you have the screenshot of the reply.
They all just turn around and walk away. It's so good. Fuck you, guy.
And then he like turns to the camera and is like, "Oh, I guess I'll have to work harder to make friends." And I assume that's an allusion to his
Something
upcoming
like that.
series.
I haven't actually watched the Presidents other than the fight scene.
Honestly,
where,
it stars Guy, so I wouldn't.
Well, again, he gets his ass kicked in 2 specials. So
good.
Good.
Anyway,
a little side
DC and the
note.
others are practicing laughing for Arto's jokes.
Yep.
I still love Sheista's laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Totally
ha.
Fedica.
Easy ask Arto how how he knew that the fiance was waiting for S, and then we get the "I'm doing okay."
Which is
fine.
lame.
Fine.
It's so lame.
He's fine.
She's fine.
Like
fine.
like Chris said that, you know, this is explained by Japan being kind of weird about love and all that, which honestly I think is bullshit. But you know what they could have had her said that would have still been kind of stoic?
So,
I'm waiting for him,
aw.
which would have
Yeah.
tied into the whole theme. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then Naruto's like, yeah, you know, we're going to get you to laugh one day from the heart. And he walks, you know, starts walking away. He comes up with a joke, 0102, 0102. And then Easy's clapping. Easy's clapping.
Oh, I love her.
And he's like, well, I guess today's not the day.
Also, his hand is broke as shit.
Yeah,
Ow.
Well, no, it's fine. The suit repaired it.
It's
painfully.
still covered in
Well, actually,
blood.
that makes sense because it's medical nanobots.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess.
So after
Still,
this,
though. Ugh.
after this, canonically, Aruto shows up to help out Double and O's on a random island. That's the video game. There's the stage show. And then he is a cameo in a crossover movie between Kamen Rider Saber and Super Sentai Zenkaiger. But this is the last time Aruto fulls on stars in a movie or a TV series. We don't get to really see that much 01 from here on out. Actually, we don't get to see any 01 from here on out, I don't think.
Well, our boy is going off into the sunset.
The actor says he wants to return to Kamen Rider, but he wants to become a big enough actor to do it and make it be like a big surprise, like epic moment.
Chris, why are you pulling that one back up?
Because it's a good scene. It's the only thing that I think is redemption for Guy, actually, is this
Yeah.
scene.
This
but-
is redemption for Guy.
Yeah, because it's hilarious.
Sexually
But
harassing somebody during an
God.
interrogation.
Anyway, so
You just have a thing now, Guy.
so final thoughts on the movie.
This movie fucking ruled.
It's so good.
Watch it.
I cannot
Well,
believe
well.
I did. I waited 4 years to watch it. Like, I think we said that after we finished the podcast, like I never saw this movie, and when I thought we were going to do this podcast like weeks ago, I watched it. And I'm like, oh my god, that was so awesome. And then it was like, okay, well we gotta hold off a week. So I watched it again the following week, and it was still awesome. And I watched it this morning, and it was still awesome. Such a good movie.
This is like, I mean, I haven't seen that much Kamen Rider. Like I said, comparing it to the other Kamen Rider movie we saw was Geo. This is some peak shit. Like the story is real great. It has its ups and downs, as we've discussed, with motivations and little nitpicks here and there. But otherwise, it's pretty solid plotting, dealing with nanomachines and love and loss and all this stuff. But also, the fights are fucking immaculate. Just the choreography, the cinematography, the emotional payoff of having grown with these characters for 40 odd episodes. It is just delicious.
It's so good.
I mean, the blood magic, like you don't get to see blood powers be used that often. And the fact that we got to see it done so well. Like, it doesn't look great in every shot it's in, but that finisher, Eden Impact, like,
To be fair, there's other CGI, which is a lot worse.
yeah.
The entire Falcon chase with the jet is like really
It's
bad.
like, I get it. They put all their budget into other things.
Oh, but what is here is some peak fucking Kamen Rider right here.
So
Holy shit.
good.
My only complaint is I wanted more Fua and Jin and Naki.
Speaking of Fu and Jin, I said we weren't going to do this, but then you guys was like, oh, hey, it has more Fu and Jin. Let's do it. Next time we get together, we get to talk about Kamen Rider Others. There's two specials. Kamen Rider Others, Metro Jinrai, where, once again, there's another arc candidate, and it's up to Fua, Jin, Naki, and Ikajuchi Raiden to team up and stop this new ARC candidate. And that movie, the results of that movie leads into Kamen Rider Others, Vulcan and Valkyrie, where Vulcan and Valkyrie has to stop a new threat because of the previous movie, and Arto's nowhere to be seen.
Oh my. So basically what you're telling me is that we're going to get more Naki in the special than we did in the movie, Real Time.
Say that now.
Oh no.
Oh, for God's sake!
Come on.
God damn it, Kamen Rider.
I just want
Anyway.
more Naki in that amazing suit.
Oh
Yes.
my God, they look so good.
So when I say there's a lot of people that want to consider these others movies not canon, you'll see by the end of the specials why they don't want them to be canon.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
How long are the specials?
They're like 50 minutes apiece. We can knock them both out in one podcast.
Canon
Okay.
is made up bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
Eh.
Anyway,
Well, it's made up possibly good bullshit that involves a little bit more Naki and a lot more Jin.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot more Fua.
Not necessarily.
let's just say I don't want to go into too much of it.
Yeah,
Never mind.
let's keep it a surprise for next time.
Yeah, you can find us places. I mean, I'm not on Twitter. Kris is a cryptid.
Cryptid.
Frezno streams every Monday on Twitch.
Kris and I might start streaming again soon.
Oh,
Possibly
no.
even the weekend that we're filming this, which is the weekend of the 6th and 7th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well,
Possibly.
this is probably going to go up today. Like I'll probably have to say to the
what are you gonna do?
We haven't decided
We-
yet.
Yeah, we haven't decided that yet.
It'll be a surprise.
Hey.
Oh boy.
If anything, it'll
I-
probably tomorrow, so it won't interfere with yours at all, Frizz.
Okay, thank you. Well, I
I-
do Monday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I've been-
exactly.
I've been working way too much, so I've been too tired to stream when I get home. So I haven't been streaming as much as
Capitalism.
We know the
hooray!
feeling.
Well, I got a decent paying job, but it requires me to drive a half hour through traffic to get there and back every day. And by the time
Yeah.
I've dealt with people and I've dealt with driving, I'm like, yeah, no, I have no energy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, no. Catch us next time we get together where we talk about the Kamen Rider other movies. And I guess I'll explain what happens during the stage show, which people consider that the canon ending is the stage show. I'll just
Since
explain.
it's apparently impossible to find the stage show anywhere.
We could find it, but I don't want. Have you ever watched a subbed stage show through a single camera?
No.
I've watched parts of it. It's like I'm a really big fan of a Very Potter musical by the Star Kid people.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, that's really hard to watch sometimes.
Yeah. So imagine they're trying to do a Kamen Rider series with all these special effects and, awesome fight scenes where, they can't really see through the masks. Like during fight scene, the reason why you get zoom ups of the fists and stuff is because they wear special masks sometimes that has the eyes cut out. So they can't really see each other. So their fight scenes are them awkwardly swinging their arms at each other.
This does remind me of a clip I saw where there was I don't know if it was specifically a Kamen Rider, if it was a Super Sentai, but guy in suit was fighting monster. The monster helps him do a flip and he falls flat on his face.
Yeah. No, when they transform, they put a lot of smoke on the stage and then they turn off the lights on the stage, then turns it back on and he's transformed.
Hey.
So what I'm
Yeah.
hearing is it's a lot better in person than it is in a recording.
I'm sure it's a blast in person. I'm sure, because they also do stuff sometimes where like 0-1's losing. Audience, cheer him on, give him your energy. And then like the crowd starts going 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, 0-1. And the cries of the people, I'm hearing them.
That'd be the perfect time to start up this theme song if they were all going 0-1, 0-1, and
They
the
probably
theme song
do
started.
that.
That'd be
They
amazing.
probably do that. But it's just a stage show, and I really don't want to talk about a stage show because I don't know if I could sit through watching it. But I can give you guys the link if you want.
I might give it a shot just to see if I can sit through it.
But
I don't know.
yeah, no, it's
I want the lore. I want the
the-
real lore.
the whole thing that Guy's doing now follows that, because a Kamen Rider shows up during this whole Kamen Rider Outsiders thing that should be dead and never should be able to be revived dead because of the others movies.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway. But yeah,
Anyways,
no, we'll see all this next time. Say good night, everyone.
Good night.
Dog.
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 Dog. Dog.
Dog.